Hello, hello. My name's Michelle Joy, and I am so excited to dive into the topic of entrepreneurship and human design, sharing about my story and how it can help you also to understand yourself better and align your path to success. So, my entrepreneurship journey started back about 8 or 9 years ago. My husband was in grad school. We lived in Pennsylvania, had 2 kids under the age of 3, and all of my family and friends are back in the Utah area. So it was a unique, challenging time of my life. And one day I was watching TV and they talked about, knowing what your passion is. And something went off in me like, that's it. What is my passion? That's what I'm like craving. And, I absolutely loved being a young mom and having these cute little kids and super happy with my role as a mom. But I also felt this passion just kind of waiting to be expressed. Like I was avoiding it, but it wanted to come through. And so I sat with that and realized it was, this desire to be able to help people in the world to be able to make a bigger impact, and felt like I had this um, divine mission or higher purpose that I wanted to fulfill. And I felt kind of pushed internally to fulfill. So the first thing that came to me was an invite to do this network marketing business with health and fitness, workouts and products and community and other empowered women and moms cheering you on. And so I really loved that, to help me from that place really return to focusing on self-care, focusing on getting regular exercise and feeling really good in my mind and my body, and be plugged into a community with goals and support, and also be able to help start to coach other women with these workout programs. And so it was a lot of fun. And I thought, okay, this is it. I found my passion. Like, this is going to go take me all the way to like this big dream, this big vision I have of making this, really helpful impact in the world and having a successful business and being able to feel like I have it all, like all areas of life. And it was really good for a few years. But then it got to a point when things just weren't feeling aligned, and I wasn't making the kind of money that I felt I deserved for the amount of effort I was putting in, and, started realizing there's some flaws with the business model, and being told like it's a one size fits all in a network marketing business. Sometimes, each MLM or network marketing business is different. So I don't want to make any blanket statements about any of them. And it's just my personal experience was the company I worked for. I really loved it in a lot of ways. But as far as like the compensation plan, there was flaws. There was things that made me not really want to go all in on recruiting and sharing it after I had seen how I wasn't, being paid necessarily fairly for my efforts. So at that point, I, kind of had a humbling of, all right, I've been doing what they told me to, push, push, push. And everything was, you just had to work harder to get for the success. But I started realizing isn't as aligned for me as I thought it was going to be. So I guess this isn't it. This isn't like the big mission or the big path for me for a successful business. So I was kind of disheartened. I was kind of heartbroken that I had wanted this so badly and it'd been good until it wasn't, right? And so I kind of had my breakdown, my breakthrough, and just, I prayed and I said, God, like, I'll do whatever you need me to do. Just show me where I go from here. And I felt really like calm and peaceful and at ease about just like letting go of all the fears and all that I was trying to prove myself with this business and what I was trying to make it to be as this bigger mission in my life, and that it was time to just wait and trust. And so, and also at this time I had, really got into meditation, and so I was in a very like contemplative, meditative state of my life and returning to self-care. And one day I was scrolling on Instagram, and one of my favorite influencers, who teaches consciousness and meditation and those types of things, was asked what his human design was. And I felt this like electricity in my body just by hearing the word human design. And I just started researching and looking up, okay, what is this human design? Okay, what is my type? Okay, right? And it was like immediate relief. A big weight off my shoulders. This deep feeling of being seen, of being understood, of accepting myself. Because in human design, there's different aura types. There's 5 different aura types. And the majority of people, 70% of the population, has a generator aura type with this consistent life force energy, which in business is traditionally how business is modeled, as you do the work every day on repeat and you build it, right? Follow the formula. And when I found out I was a projector and that my aura type was quite different, and that building myself up, recognizing myself, and waiting for the aligned invitations for me to put my energy into for building a successful business and in other areas of life was more aligned. And I just knew it to be true. It was like, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I just wasn't following my inner authority, my inner strategy, the best, easiest flow of my life. It's like trying to swim upstream when you're not going with your natural energy design, your natural energy flow. And there's just hundreds and hundreds of different aspects to learning human design and your unique type. And so I've been learning now since that was in 2019, I believe. So I've been learning now for the last 5 or 6 years, and just really loving the process. And the reason I love it so much is because it helps you to cultivate this deep self-trust. And so it's a tool of self-empowerment, a tool of self-acceptance. And so I started with it for me, and then I started using it to understand my kids and my husband. And as I started working with clients, I also realized like this is an important aspect to be able to deeply understand them and help them align to what they want more than what society is telling them or how they were raised as what they thought they were supposed to do to make other people happy, right? But how often are we taught to truly follow our intuition, our heart, our gut, the thing that speaks to us the most internally to help us align to our easiest and most fulfilled path for success? And that's a tool that human design does for you. So I found, how vital this is for entrepreneurship, because your business as an entrepreneur is also your heart, your soul, your deepest life mission, when you tap into what you truly love to create and share with the world, that's coming from your soul. That's not coming from um, overanalyzing what you should do to be the most successful in business. It can come from that place, but the most joyful, abundant, aligned entrepreneurs, it comes from their heart and soul, right? And that was something I saw when I was in that network marketing company. A lot of people that actually did follow the exact formula that they were taught to do this, and you'll make, millions of dollars. Some people did get the $1 million, and other aspects of their life were falling apart, their relationships, their health, so many different things. So it was kind of like putting their energy so much, forcing it into business success or just in making a lot of money, but without it being aligned to their values, their energy flow, the correct aligned path for them, then other pieces of your life can fall apart, right? So my goal in continuing to share more about human design and tips for, creating a soul aligned business here is to help you get clear on your heart and soul, your mission, your passions, so that you can not only have the life of abundance, but also the love, the joy, the inner peace. And that is my goal to share here with you. So like and subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more tips, more help, more stories on the way. Bye-bye.